Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able and remove your headgear for the presentation of the colors by Milford Legion Post 171 and the national anthem by Whitney Brown.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good evening, and welcome to the 2018 Fall Quarter Commencement Ceremony. We are pleased to have you here this evening. Southeast Community College honors our veterans, active duty military, Guard and Reserve for their service to this great country, and we designate our graduating veterans with a red, white, and blue honor cord to recognize their contribution. We ask that all veterans and active military, Guard, and Reserve members present this evening please stand to be recognized. Thank you. As we begin our program this evening, it's my honor to introduce the president of Southeast Community College, Dr. Paul Illich.
Good evening. It is with great pride that we celebrate the accomplishments of our candidates and look towards their future success. This is an experience for the entire family to cherish. Parents, grandparents, siblings, spouses, and children of our graduation candidates all share in their achievement. Our program this evening recognizes the diligent effort invested by each candidate. Through hard work and exceptional motivation, these candidates have acquired knowledge and skills that will serve them throughout their lives. On behalf of everyone at Southeast Community College, I extend to you our heartfelt congratulations. It is my honor to introduce Mr. Glenn Pasho, Dean Construction, Electronics, Communications, and Information Technology.
The recipients of the Outstanding Alumni Award at SCC exemplifies graduates who have consistently demonstrated outstanding career achievement and the ability to be a leader at their workplace and in their community. This evening, as the Fall 2018 Outstanding Alumnus, we are honoring Mr. Corey Granquist. Corey is a 1992 graduate of the Architectural Engineering Technology program. Corey is employed by Nucor Detailing Center as a detailing supervisor. After graduating from Southeast Community College, Corey began working at Nucor as a detailer, later to district sales manager, to his current role as a part of the leadership team, all at Nucor. Corey also served on the Architectural Engineering Advisory Board. Corey currently serves on the Norfolk City Council, has volunteered as a soccer coach, YMCA T-ball, Norfolk Little League Baseball, and currently volunteering with the Norfolk Steel Baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, help me congratulate the Fall 2018 Outstanding Alumnus, Mr. Corey Granquist. In recognition of your outstanding accomplishments and support, Milford Campus Southeast Community College presents the Outstanding Alumnus Award given this 19th day of December 2018. Congratulations.
Who'd have thought 28 years I'm up here and I don't have a cap on, but pretty crazy for me to think I'm back on the stage. So this doesn't just happen, and I don't know how it happened, but I can tell you that there's a lot of hard work and dedication amongst teams that all of us will experience as we go through this life. And whether that's our spouses, whether that's our kids, whether that's our coworkers, whether that's the managers above us, throughout our whole life, we're going to have different teams that help us get through these times. So I very much appreciate this award. I'm glad to be a part of this school. It was something that I had to make a decision in high school where I wanted to go, and I think I picked the very best college that I could ever pick. So I'm pleased to come to this school. I was pleased to be part of that advisory board and helping get our school where it is today and be part of this facility. So lucky enough, I still have Paul. He's not looking up at me, but Paul was one of my instructors when I was here. I think he must have started right out of high school maybe because he's still here, and it was that long ago. But thank you, Paul. I know it was back then, of course, we did a lot of stuff on the board rather than computers, but it's crazy how times change and everything's in 3D now instead of on paper. So I thank you. I appreciate this. Glenn, I appreciate this. And be humble, guys. Take on the world, conquer the world, and the best of luck to all of you. So thank you.
Congratulations, Corey, on your accomplishments and all your support of Southeast Community College. It is now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker this evening, Senator Mark Coulterman. An alumnus of the Milford campus of Southeast Community College, Senator Mark Coulterman grew up in Seward, Nebraska. He earned his Associate of Applied Science degree in Building Construction Technology from SEC in 1974 and his bachelor's degree in Industrial Technology from Peru State in 1994. He has been involved in both real estate and insurance professions before his election to the 24th District in the state Nebraska legislature in 2014. Senator Coulterman currently serves on the Banking, Commerce, and Insurance Committee, the Health and Human Services Committee, the Nebraska Retirement Systems Committee, as well as the Committee on Committees. He has been involved with the following organizations: Southeast Nebraska Development District, Seward County Republican Party, Concordia University Board of Regents, Concordia University Foundation Board, Memorial Healthcare Systems Foundation Board, Seward Kiwanis, Nebraska Association of Independent Financial Advisors, Nebraska Health Underwriters Association, and Independent Insurance Agents of Nebraska. In addition, Mark has served as a Boy Scout leader, volunteer fighter, and various leadership roles in his hometown church. Please join me in welcoming Senator Mark Coulterman.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to thank whoever it was responsible for asking me to speak tonight. It's truly an honor for me to speak at this event. If someone had told me 44 years ago, when I was in your seats out there, that I would instead of walking across the stage, I'd be on the stage giving a speech tonight, I'd have told them they were crazy. I would never believed when I graduated from Southeast Community College that I would one day move from your seat to one up here on the stage. When I graduated, I was going to take the skills I had learned and I was ready to go to work. And that's what I did. But here I am back. Life takes you in a lot of twists and turns. And today I'm living out one of those by just being here to visit with you. To you graduates, as I sat in the seats you're sitting in, I was focused on getting out into the world, using my degree, which was building construction, taking the skills I learned here from many qualified individuals and using them to make a living. But that was just the start of my professional life. And today I want to share just a few thoughts for you to keep in mind as you all move forward past this day of celebration and into your own professional lives. How did you get where you are today, sitting in those seats? You showed up, didn't you? You showed up to enroll. You showed up for your classes, at least most of you did. You showed up for your tests, and you showed up for work. And you did that repeatedly, doing the work, completing the tasks, until you made it to where you are today, graduation day. Showing up's really how you make it in life. You know who my colleagues in the legislature listen to? The people who show up and talk to them. You know who makes the sales in this world? The person that shows up with a product. You know who graduates? People who show up for class. The first step to all success is you have to be there. You have to show up. So what do you do when you do show up? You get to know the people that are there. Here at Southeast Community College, you've gotten to know your classmates, the faculty and the administration. Some of the people I went to Southeast Community College with are still my friends today. Those relationships will last a lifetime for you. I learned a lot from the faculty, and I continued to treasure the relationships that I had with many of them. Some of them even became my clients as I got into the insurance industry. I would tell you, in my opinion, your faculty and your staff are a dedicated group of individuals, and you should be proud of the many contributions they make, because I know that they're proud of you and the work you've done. They have served you well. In addition to the faculty and staff here at the college, I know each one of you has someone in your life who supported you and encouraged you in growing through higher education. Don't forget to thank them, for their support has gotten you to where you are today and through this process. Relationships are just as important in life as showing up. Relationships are how we work through our differences. As I've served in the legislature, I've met many people and developed some really unique friendships. You may laugh, but the first year that I was elected, they asked me where I wanted to sit, and I told them I wanted to sit by Ernie Chambers. Now, Ernie Chambers and I don't agree on a lot of issues, but he's a very smart individual, and no one understands the legislature or the legislative process better than Ernie Chambers does. And by sitting by each other, we got to know each other. I wouldn't consider us best friends, but we respect each other, and from time to time, I can get Senator Chambers to support a bill I'm working on or an issue that's important to me. Like he does believe in education, especially industrial education, technical education, and he's very supportive of that, as well as our small towns in Nebraska. Another relationship I'll tell you about is a gentleman I met from Polk County. He's a constituent of mine. His name is Don. One day in my first term, I voted away on a bill that Don didn't like. There's quite a few of those. We had never met, but he was pretty mad about my vote. So he called my office, told my staff how disappointed he was, and he was upset with me. They got his phone number, and on my way home that night, I called Don. And I explained to him the reason behind my vote. After he got done visiting with me, he said, "Actually, you don't sound like too bad of a guy. You care if I call you once in a while. I don't agree with you on this one, but you do seem pretty easy to talk to. So he started calling me about the issues. I said, call me anytime you want. You've got my cell phone number now. You can call me anytime. So Don calls me every day, Monday through Friday. I can about set my watch to the calls that I get from Don. He fills me in on what he's hearing in Polk County, which is in my district. He lets me know what he thinks about certain bills, what he reads in the newspaper, and about the work we are doing. And we also visit about our families. One day he said to me, Mark, does it bother you that I call you all the time? Because he usually calls me somewhere between 6:30 and 7:15 when I'm on my way to Lincoln. And I said, well, Don, it's either I listen to you on my way to work or I listen to KFAB. And you have usually more interesting things to tell me. So to recap, first you have to show up, and then you have to invest in relationships. The next thing I want to talk a little bit about is service. Service is something I truly believe in, and it's a value I was raised with. When I was sitting there in your seats, I wasn't thinking a lot about service. I was showing up for school and my job, and I was doing my work. But in that, people would ask me to get involved, or get involved with this project or that project, and just showing up for things. And as I showed up, I started getting more and more involved. And suddenly I realized in doing that, in showing up and contributing through service, I was making a difference in my community, in the lives of my friends and neighbors, and it really felt good. It felt good to give back. One of the ways I've always tried to contribute is support people who are continuing their education. I truly believe in the value and importance of education. And I've tried to support education through service on my local school board, through Concordia University, through higher education programs. So to recap, you need to show up, you need to invest in relationships, and you need to give back through service. Finally, I would tell you graduates to all keep learning. Your education doesn't stop today. In fact, your education is really just beginning. I learned a lot when I was here at Southeast Community College. If my wife were here, she would tell you my degree in building construction technology was really helpful around the house. But getting that degree was just the beginning. After I worked in building construction industry for a while, I went to an organization in Seward called Hughes Brothers, and I purchased lumber and steel for them. And then I was recruited into the insurance industry. How was I recruited from construction to purchasing to the insurance industry? Well, I had a second part-time job managing the bar at the country club. And that's where I met two insurance agents who said, Mark, we think you should come sell insurance with us. Again, it's all about relationships. So I decided to take that leap and do that, and I spent 42 years in that industry. And I kept meeting people and getting to know people and learning about all kinds of different things. Economic development, our healthcare delivery system, the educational systems that we have in our state and our country, community building, and the list can go on and on. Keep learning. It doesn't have to be a formal educational process where you're sitting in a classroom. Maybe it's your neighbor teaching you how to fly fish, or maybe it's your grandmother teaching you how to make her unique kolaches. Learning and the love of learning and the pursuit of learning is the most important thing. So the twists and turns in life can lead you in all kinds of directions. But first you have to show up. You have to get to know the people, invest in the relationships, She should try to give back in some way and finally continue to learn. This is not a dissertation, but those are the things that have worked for me. Tonight, when you leave here, pause and reflect on your accomplishments. You all have a lot to be proud of. But remember, this is only the beginning. Congratulations, good luck, God bless you, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Senator Colderman, for all your accomplishments and support of the college. It's an honor to have you with us this evening. We are proud to honor the accomplishments of our students. In addition, we extend congratulations to those candidates who are graduating with distinction. Wearing a gray honor cord are those who earned a minimum cumulative grade point average of 3.75. Wearing both blue and gray honor cords are those graduating with high distinction, earning a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average. And those wearing a gold and blue cord are the Phi Beta Lambda candidates. Would those candidates please stand and let's show our appreciation with a round of applause. Southeast Community College Board of Governors, Mr. Lynn Schlickerbeer, would you please approach the podium? Candidates, please stand. All of you, yes, stand. As Vice President of Instruction at Southeast Community College, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and administration, I certify that these candidates have completed all the requirements for their indicated award as set forth by the Southeast Community College Board of Governors and the state of Nebraska.
Good evening. It is truly an honor to celebrate the accomplishments of these outstanding candidates. On behalf of the Board of Governors of Southeast Community College, I wish all the best in the future professional and educational endeavors. By conferring these certificates, diplomas, and degrees, Southeast Community College bestows upon you the highest honor that we can give. Our faculty has certified to me as a representative of the governing board that you have met all the academic standards of this institution. By virtue of the authority as a member of the governing board of Southeast Community College, I am privileged to confer upon you the certificate, diploma, degree, and recommended by the faculty with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates.
Program chairs and instructors will introduce the graduates from their respective programs. Jared Roth will come forward and present the Auto Collision Repair Technology graduates. Would the graduates please come forward? Guests who wish to take photographs are welcome to come forward. Photographers from LifeTouch will take photographs of each graduate as they receive the award. The rest of you can have your seats.
Please hold your applause until all the names have been called. Graduating from Auto Collision Repair Technology are Christian Scott Firking, Ryan Allen Musso, Hunter Christian Schultz, and Dalton Matthew Wooten. Please join me in congratulating the graduates. Kevin Euler will present the automotive technology graduates. Will the graduates please come forward?
Zachary Brian Brandenburg. Jamie Kurt Brueggemann. Chandler Sean Burkhart. Matthew Jacob Garbers. Dalton Lee Mays. Joseph Allen Skelton. Please join me in congratulating the graduates. Jason Adams will come forward and present the Building Construction Technology graduates. Would the Building Technology graduates please come forward?
The 2018 building construction graduates are Ali M. Al-Ajir, Zebediah John Barta, graduating with distinction is Jeremy Ken Bartles, graduating with distinction is Connor Joseph Croxon. Braden William Vogler. Tyler Joseph Yarrington. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from building construction. Next up will be Dr. Tammy Lang presenting the business administration graduates. Will these graduates please come forward?
Graduating with certificates are graduating with distinction, Jeremy Ken Bartles. Samantha Lene Flieger. Okay. Clayton Timothy Jindra. Graduating with an Associate of Applied degree are Laura Lynn Johnson. Graduating with distinction, Amanda Nicole Rezak. Graduating with high distinction, Brittany Jean Zobek. Join me in congratulating the graduates. Paul Buell will present the Design and Drafting Technology for our graduates. Will the graduates please come forward?
What's that meeting?
Madeline Grace Glow. Clayton H. McKay. Colton Paul Roberts. Ronnie Lee Wilkinson. Join me in congratulating the graduates. Thomas Homan will present the Diesel Ag Equipment Service Tech graduates. Will the graduates please come forward?
Jared Michael Curlow. Ashton Lee Holmes. Vincent Michael Kanishi. Kyle Matthew Mackey. Joshua Michael Meyer. Jacob Coleman Railsback. Ethan Lane Ropebrick. Tristan Thomas Steffen. Sean Douglas Washburn. Join me in congratulating the graduates. Jake Friesen will present the Diesel Technology truck graduates. Will the graduates please come forward?
Graduating with distinction, Dylan Tiva Bernard. Graduating with distinction, Dylan Brian Cordes. Graduating with distinction, Richard John Shea. Christopher Matthew Hansen. Graduating with high distinction, Gustav Stanley Reiser.
Graduating with distinction, Cyril William Truffles. Graduating with distinction, Artem A. Vartanov. And Bryce Joseph Wessels. Join me in congratulating the graduates. Ken Reinsch will present the electrical and electromechanical technology graduates. Would the graduates please come forward?
I can't help it. You're. No, I won't say that. Graduating with a diploma, Christian Kenneth Virgil Thompson. Graduating with an Associate of Applied Science degrees are Nicholas Daniel Barkhurst, graduating with distinction, Kenneth Raymond Brickle, Garrett James Bryan, Tyler James Burr, Luis Wilfredo Camey, Andrew J. Lowell Conway, graduating with distinction, Corbin John Hilger, Clayton Timothy Jindra, Brett Timothy Karmazine, Jonathan James Kirk, Dylan Rain Cope, Colton L. Lemcool, Makumba Manga, graduating with distinction, Cole James Randall, Shane Lucas Rezocht, Gabrielle Linda Soden, Cody James Soul, Tate William Stutzman, Albert Ray Thomas, graduating with high distinction, Matthew Sterling Wahonik, graduating with distinction, Garrett Michael Wires, please join me in congratulating the graduates. Doug Burks will present the Energy Generation Operations graduates. Will the graduates please come forward?
Jacob Dane Anderson. Cameron Tyler Barker. Austin Ray Betts. Cole Wayne Hamilton. Graduating with distinction, Paul Anthony Huntenmeyer. Oliver Charles Lawrence.
Love you too.
Graduating with distinction, Tyler Lee Martin. Matthew Allen Mothersbaugh. Join me in congratulating the graduates. Mike Roth will present the heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration technology graduates. Will the graduates please come forward?
Lee James Betson. Anthony Taylor Bonilla. Shay Allen Collins. Connor Charles Emsweiler. Liam Vincent Guinan. Dylan M. Heath. Tyler S. Huey. Warren David Lindgren. Randy Wynn. William Kendall Sheely. Please join me in congratulating the graduates. Glenn Pasha will present the Manufacturing Engineering Technology graduates. Will the graduates please come forward?
Ask him if it's Tanner. Tanner? Tanner Allen McDuffie. Tyler Jeffrey Schaefer. David Paul Thielen. Logan Joshua Wortman. Join me in congratulating the graduates. Bill Wiley will present the non-destructive testing technology graduates. Will the graduates please come forward?
Sean Patrick Fahey. Matthew Laverne Goff. Joshua Robert Kobza. Samantha Lene Flieger. Jesse Reyes, Jr. Logan Michael Stepp. Autumn May Walsh. Please join me in congratulating the graduates. Mike Schutte will present the Precision Machining and Automation Technology graduates. Will the graduates please come forward?
Graduating with high distinction, Taylor Jared Ackerman. Seth Jacoby Beisner. Chance Allen Bennett. Phoenix Daniel Duffy. Justin Daniel Jorgensen. Jake Joseph Penas. Graduating with distinction, Aaron Christopher Peroto. Graduating with distinction, Blake William Popple. Andrew David Thompson. Brendan Wayne Trail. An Doi Vo. Join me in congratulating the graduates. Ed Coster will conclude the ceremony at this time.
I would like to congratulate the graduates and their families for their exceptional accomplishment. Your dedication and hard work means that you join more than 26,000 graduates from the Milford campus of Southeast Community College. Graduates, would you please stand? Please move the tassels on your cap from the right to the left side. It is my privilege to present the 2018 fall graduating class of Southeast Community College, Milford campus. Congratulations. All right. Would all please stand for a moment while Larry and Dan come to the center of the floor to retirement of the colors.